Hello, everybody. This is Jay Takashi. Can you guys all hear me? Thank you to the one person that's tuning in right now. Okay, guys. Like I said, today I'm going to do a stream based on the choreography of martial arts done in different mediums, aka media. But like I said, different mediums. Different formats. So you have live action. Then we have and then you have like kind of like CG. Like I said, live action CG, animation. And give me a second, guys. Okay. And so it goes ahead to tell you that we have we have martial arts being displayed in different forms / mediums, like I said a second ago. And particularly with this, it's just that sometimes they can be conveyed very, very good or very bad, or how about this? Or they're filmed in a way where you get different perspectives of someone throwing a kick or a punch, or someone displaying a particular art in a fashion that you never saw, animation wise, as opposed to live action. But I mean, like I said, because more after live during the stream, I'm gonna name out some animated series, and also some live actions movies that have actually displayed very good martial arts and / choreography when actually trying to sorry about that, when actually trying to really hone in on the art, while the choreography makes it even better than what it actually is. And also you can say the actor also did a really great job, or the actual stunt martial artists do a great job. Give me a second, guys. A little weird right now. Every damn intro I have this fucking problem. Sorry about that. We'll get through it. Thanks. But guys, so for example, let's go into live action real quick. Some of that. It's very rare to share the link. Hold on, guys. So like I said, let's start with the live action. So we have a lot of old Asian films that really have a lot of that are predominantly fighting based, that display a lot of martial arts in there, that are just very, very well stylistically appealing, but also it fits within the time they were actually using using the actual hands and fists to really display their mastery. And one of those films was Enter the Dragon with Bruce Lee. A lot of his films have that, where funny, the flying kick he did against the villain and the dragon was funny. I love that one. But a lot of those showcased him just being able to really show the impact of a punch, really showing his discipline, his skill, and also that he meant business whenever he was on screen. Like, you know, anytime you see him, he's a master. Like he knows his craft. And anytime, like I said, anytime you watch any of his films, you can definitely see it as much as you've seen it. The same would go for all of Jet Li's movies that he's in. What's up, him? What's up, him versus Solutions? How you doing? But yeah, like I said, if you pay, like I said, really pay attention to it. Like I said, I know we all love and listen, I'm a sucker and a lover of hand-to-hand combat. I find it more appealing than people using guns and shoot each other, because that's just trash sometimes to me. There are a few gun battles that I like, but they're not on the same tier of, like, you know, martial arts. Because I feel like, like I said, when you're doing martial arts, your punches are an extension of you, of your body, and also you're actually physically laying down the damage instead of using a weapon to do so. So that's something that's never really taken into consideration, you know, for a lot of people. I think it's like some things are basic and just common sense that we know, but not to the extent that you understand if you took lessons on either boxing, karate, I forget the name. I forget about to say Krav Maga, and you know, Muay Thai, all these different types of forms of martial arts that are here require self-discipline, and also technically, I would say this: they really teach you how to hone in on your senses and use all of your instincts and your teachings. And what I mean by your teachings, I'm talking about, like, you use the teachings in order to become a new person. I'm not saying like you magically change, but as you keep disciplining and practicing art, it becomes a part of who you are. At this point, like, you can never separate from it. Like I said, it's there for you for life. You know, till your old age, and you know, you pass on to the next life. But like I said, I'll get into other different form and mediums that display it very well. But I'm gonna give you guys another another breakdown of the statement, and then after that we're gonna get into the mediums. Normally is what we'll do, because I brought up Enter the Dragon as an example when I brought up Bruce Lee. And choreography is one of the most strictest and hardest disciplines you would ever have to be in the entertainment business. You have to be like pretty much a damn great master with that shit. If you want to really want to display something very well, and also for it to be received the way you want it to be received. If it's like shitty choreography, then of course you're gonna have like comments and responses that are just like, this was very terrible, this was trash, this was no heart was poured into this. It was just some cardboard cutout. You know, it could have, like I said, it lacked a vision for it. Now let me fast forward. Like with movies like The Matrix, yeah, I don't mean Matrix Resurrections. Ignore that crap. Matrix 23. I'm talking about like those movies that incorporate hand-to-hand combat choreography with good with good paneling, good directing. Like, you can actually see the motion. Like I said, you can see the motion of the kick. You can see the all around screen that pans around the character when freaking when Trinity, or I think it's when Trinity is in the air, when she does like a high jump kick. It's freaking awesome. Now, Matrix, I'll say this: Matrix to me is a martial arts fest. It is a fight fest in a sense. When you get to the action scenes, of course, there's deeper meanings in that series. But we're not going to talk now. We're talking about the martial arts. The martial arts fighting in Matrix is one of the most amazing displays of choreography I've seen. When it came to 1 and 2, it was one of the best. Definitely 2. 2 had a lot of great hand-to-hand fights. Also, the use of weaponry, and excluding guns, but just the sword, just like swords, You know the sword fighting, using different weapons to fight each other, to parry, to run around, to guard against, counter. Like you had all that going on in the second movie, and like I said, the way it was shown is probably, like I said, still probably a guilty pleasure for me to watch that scene. And guys, let me know if my voice is low or if my mic is low. You can't hear me. I feel like I'm losing my voice. All right. Sorry about that. But yeah, but the way, like I said, the way that they're portrayed in those mediums, like I said, it's a style. It's fun, and it seems to have a lot of grit to it, and not just something that was just made as a one-off. And let's go to to the to my thumbnail, the person that's the two movies that are in there, Ant-Man for the live action and Shang-Chi. Now, Shang-Chi had probably one of the best hand-to-hand choreographies I've ever seen. Like easily, I think it should be easy top 5. I put it up there with Ant-Man and On Bak and Enter the Dragon. Because Enter the Dragon is a classic, yes. But there's other movies that could be in there, like Hidden Tiger, Crouching Tiger, Hidden, that one. That's a long title. I could go over it, but yes. And in Shang-Chi, we have so many different interactions of styles of combat. And hold on, guys. I should have a picture for this. Hold on. But like I said, we have so many different styles of combat here, and it's displayed so well, to the point like after we see the first action scene in the very beginning, we want to see more, and as the film goes on, it gets better and better and better. Like the fights get better and better throughout the entire movie. Yeah, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. That's what it was. Thank you. Appreciate that, Jern. I'm gonna let you up in a second, brother, but I'm gonna talk a little bit real quick. I'm gonna let you up. Hold on, guys. Here we go. So literally in Shang-Chi, like I said, each fight it gradually builds up, and as each fight builds up, it gets better and better. Like each choreography, from like I said, from when it first starts to when we get to Shang-Chi, when we get to Shang-Chi in the train. I'm sorry, train, bus. I'm sorry, guys. I say train on reflex. When he's in the bus in San Francisco, trust me, he's doing all this type of kind of like martial arts parkour type stuff, swinging around the freaking the bar pole, and then just dodging attacks, parrying them, and to the point where it's almost like he seems so comfortable doing it, as if he's been doing it forever. And if you're, like I said, if you were new to the comics, you know who Shang-Chi was. He's Marvel's -- martial artist. After that, it's Iron Fist, but this isn't a Marvel series. We're talking about the axiom of how a fight can go down, and how well the crowd receives it, and also how well can you write it down on paper, how well can you film it, how well can you direct it, also how can you really just make people just go nuts with it. Because honestly, I see a lot of smiles whenever people talk about Shang-Chi. They love it. They love the hand-to-hand performance of the characters. They love how these characters seem so enticed with the culture of the styles of arts that are being done. And not even just like I said, it's not even just a representation thing. It's also you're bringing it to life by showing them what they've learned throughout the years. And also, I tell everybody, we can bring up Ip Man as an example. Ip Man is a whole martial arts fighting series movie series that is freaking dedicated to the self disciplining of learning an art. But that, like I said, that is something that throughout the time when I was very younger, I didn't know who Ip Man was. And my friend introduced it to me when I was in high school, and then I watched the first movie, and then I automatically fell in love with those characters, especially the wardrobes that we're wearing. I love that. I love that. Um, and the way there was one scene when they were fighting on tables. Literally, I don't know if that was in the third one. That was the second one, I believe, guys, because I've seen all three. So it was hard for me to remember which one had like the best fight. I will never get one confused. I know all the fights in one. 2 and 3 are the hardest ones to remember because there were so many great ones. But also, like, there's like literally one scene where they're standing on tables and they're making sure that they don't fall, and they're actually fighting, like with their arms, their legs, and then their whole bodies. It's probably one of the most creative ways and choreographed. Actually, I'll say this: a really difficult way of choreographing a fight like that. That seemed more. That had like an axiom of a freaking diagram of a dynamic frame to watch that. So that's something that people should look into, especially when you go into multimedia and you make these characters like literally fight. And guys, we'll touch up on the anime part sides. We'll touch on the anime part, and then probably like a few minutes later. But right now, we're getting it all to the live action part. But right now, Jaron, I'm gonna invite you. Yeah, invite you up real quick, and I'll get you to say a few words, and then after that, I'm gonna go to my explanation, and then I'm gonna bring up other mediums of series where we've seen great choreography, and then after that, we'll get into the anime realm, which I can really let loose and go crazy.
Okay, I am so glad that you brought this topic up about the choreography of martial arts because that's for me as a martial artist. Like I have every fighting styles, like to kickboxing, to Muay Thai, to Taekwondo, and shadow boxing, karate, kung fu, and every single fighting styles. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm about to say is for me, like martial arts is very important to me. It's always been a part of me, and growing up watching martial arts films and TV shows that have martial arts in there. You talk about Power Rangers. You talk about um, Mortal Kombat. You talk about Street Fighter. You talk about Tekken and and the Matrix and action stars that I grew up watching, like to John Claude Van Damme, to Jason Statham, to Jackie Chan, and Jet Li, four of my personal favorite martial arts stars. Action stars. And this show that nobody never heard of, and Jay, I know you never heard of this one. Remember that I mentioned WMAC Masters.
Yeah.
So it's a show. It's like a competition show, and it came out in the mid '90s. You look it up and you see what I'm talking about. WMAC Masters. That's the show that I got into it. You should look it up right now. You see what I'm talking about. Because that's one of the best shows that I haven't seen for a long time as a kid.
Trust me, I just marked it just now. Even though it doesn't get talked a lot, I'm sorry guys. Like I said, I've been drinking a lot of water.
Uh-huh.
They're about to be going dry.
Oh, I forgot to mention Ninja Turtles too because they got that one as well. But WMAC Masters is like a martial arts competition. What fight like real life fighters who have their key symbol names,
Yeah.
and it's a really amazing show. Like I say, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, y'all should see for yourselves. Because if y'all don't believe me, I'm gonna let Jay like just show you what the show looks like.
I'm gonna type it in real quick. But I'll actually we'll get to that in a little bit. But guys, like I said, there's like I said, if you've seen good choreography in different series, whether it be like I said, whether it be a live action movie or just a TV show. Arrow, Green Arrow has a lot of good choreography in it. Like I said, Green Arrow. But yeah, that was definitely one of them. They had really, really great choreography. Anytime Stephen Amell is freaking doing his, not just archery, like his hand-to-hand combat and things like that, like it looks really good. Like really, really good. Like about it, most I would give is 8.5. I think they do a really great job to displaying his archery, but also displaying his hand-to-hand combat and his use and his sword play, how good that is. Also his hand-to-hand too. That was really good. I loved it. Like that. Like I said, there's a reason why I'm bringing up live action before I get to anime ones because I'm giving credit and paying homage to the ones that are really, really good that we've seen so much that you've watched it over 1,000 times. But and guys, we can go and everybody's seen this movie. Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier has some of the best hand-to-hand combat that we have fucking seen ever. That we should have seen from Steve Rogers in the first movie, but that was a history piece on him. This is Steve Rogers when he learns all the martial arts when he comes out of the ice and train. And once you saw that, well, the best display of that was not even when he took out the dudes on the boat. That was 10/10 choreography, but that wasn't all hand. That was him throwing his shield most of the time. The best display that we see of it is when he first fights Winter Soldier on the highway. On the highway to the in the streets. And you see him you see Captain America throwing freaking doing judo, kickboxing, throwing roundhouse kicks, blocking, dodging, his freaking Bucky's knife techniques, everything like that with his hand to hand, like it's amazing. Like that's all amazing. That's why we love Winter Soldier. Simply just because of the plot, but the hand to hand was outstanding. Especially his last fight with Bucky. I like that fight a lot. That's very well choreographed. That Bucky did have guns, but also he started using hand to hand after they dropped the weapons. But the best, but still that highway / street fight is still the best fight in that whole movie for me. Particularly because you're seeing what he's doing without any weapons on his hand on him. He has his shield on him, and Bucky has his bionic arm. Them are the only two things they were using that are kind of like fictional. But it's other than that, the whole hand-to-hand switching, the backflips Captain America was doing, the body slam he did him. He didn't power drive him. He body slammed him. There's a difference. But yeah, you like I said, all of that just well choreographed, well paced, well seen, and well depicted was a good example of what great choreography can do if you put it in the hands of the people who know what they're doing, and also what they know they want to convey to us. That yes, Captain America isn't Cap 1. This is a whole different Captain America than the first time you guys saw him, and rightfully so he was. And also, not to mention elevator scene when he got caught using all types of hand-to-hand combat to get out of the situation. Even though his hand was locked, he was still beating those guys with hand-to-hand combat with just one arm and two legs before he got out of it. So, like I said, that's another live-action movie that displayed really good hand-to-hand combat. Jerry, what was the name of that thing now?
WMAC Masters. That's
WNC what?
WMAC Masters.
AC Masters. Okay, I see it.
Put on. Let me show the people who what I'm talking about.
Here we go. I'm going to screen share it. No, not that. Hold on.
See, that is one of the shows that I grew up watching because it has like fight choreography as well, and one of those people, they are real life martial artists, and the show was really a hit, but it didn't, but it ended like 98 or something, like and I wish it could have it like long, but like it was on season 1 and 2 and that's it. They canceled it, so like it's one of the best shows that I ever seen,
Mm-hmm. And guys, by the
and
way, this video, oh, no, I don't want to put you off, but this video won't be long. It might be like an hour. That's about as far as it might go, but it won't be going higher than that. No, but go ahead, Jaron. Continue.
so like they're real life martial artists, and and then they use one of the key symbols names, you know see that, let me show you the names of the see.
Good.
So if we go a little, if we click this one, that picture right there.
But which one? The one with the 3 guys in it?
No, the 5 guys.
This one?
Yeah. So they use key symbol names, like that's Tiger Claw right there, and the red, and the guy with the black guy, that his key symbol name is Machine. The other one, the third one is Olympus, and the bottom right there is Great Wolf, and that's Superstar. So they had key symbol names,
Right.
So the show ended in 95 and 96. It started in 1995, but it ended in 1996. Oh, and here's the best part of it. From Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue, we had the Blue Ranger, played by Mike Chat. He was on that show, and his key symbol is Wizard, Warlock's brother.
Mm-hmm.
So if you type in Mike Chat, he was in that show too. He's a real life martial artist as well.
Look them up, guys. Take notes. Like I said, they're out there. They exist. You have to look. You have to go look out for these people. And a lot of people don't know Michael Jai White is a martial artist, which I love his other movies that he's been in. Another live action you guys to check out. Blood and Bones. What was it called? Bone and Blood or
Blood and Bones.
Blood and Bone. There we go. Blood and Bones.
I saw it one time, and that's it.
I've seen it like 5 times. It's fucking enjoyable. First time I saw it, like, this is awesome. And yeah, he was a master of that whole movie. He was never an amateur. And the way they would display his kicks, how he fights with freaking Tim's on, it's freaking hilarious. But he's an actual martial artist.
He is, and don't forget about Wesley Snipes too.
Well, the reason why I'm bringing up Michael Jai White is because Wesley Snipes was first, yes, but I'm seeing Michael Jai White just be more devastating with his kicks.
Yeah,
Wesley's still good, but like once I saw Michael Jai White, I was like, bro, okay, you're looking a lot better than Wesley right now, like a lot better. You're getting kicks off way too quick. And
yeah,
then not to mention there's a tech and a precision to how you lay a hit on someone. And I think Michael Jai White just looks like he just knows everybody's weak. The only one that he knows he can fight. He knows he can fight the person he can fight, and that's what actually helps him.
yes, and that's the yeah. Michael Jai was the great martial artist. You know what I'm saying, including Wesley Snipes, and don't forget about the late Jim Kelly from Into the Dragon.
Jim Kill. Yeah. Him. He's really good.
Yeah,
Mandrew,
Hey everyone.
hi man, Drew.
I was beginning
Hey,
to
how's
wonder
it
if he
going?
was ever coming on. Nice to have you
Yeah.
here, Fine.
Yeah, I was out and about and ran into traffic and
This is cool.
it was a traffic
happens.
collision and you know how that is.
I
Nothing you
know.
can do about that.
No, there's nothing you can do unless you can fly.
Yep.
But no, but we were talking about just now, man. You caught it right now. We're talking about the live action part before we get to the animation part. But like I said, I named the series.
boy.
I named Arrow. I named It Man. I named The Matrix. The first two movies that they got really good martial arts choreography. But also, I named the old school. My man Bruce Lee. All his movies pretty much were very well thought out and good. Now, It Man. I think people really need to. It Man and Own Bunker. People need to check those out. To me, those are dark
And
horse.
there's
great
another one. There's another one called The Raid Redemption.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Raid Redemption. Yeah, you check that out.
Guys,
The
I'm not gonna
Raid.
name Jet Li. Listen, I'm not gonna name Jet Li the one as much as I love that. The one is overrated. It has really great choreography, but at the same time, I'm talking about in terms of like I'm talking about in terms of like they've never done this before, or like something. Everything was a shock whenever you watched It Man. The things they
Yeah,
were fighting on. Okay. I'll say this: they were fighting on coffee tables. No, I had never seen that done before. Without having a fall on the floor when they were fighting. That's great. But those were masters that were going at one another, not like immature and bumps.
Donnie Yen was amazing at Ip Man. I see Ip Man too. You know,
Donnie
I
Yen is
see
one of
Ip
my
Man as well. The first Ip Man, I saw it one time. Great, like Donnie Yen, great martial artist. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, but Donnie Yen's practiced Wing Chun, Wushu, and other things, other martial arts too. He's an accomplished martial artist, Donnie Yen. I've been a long time fan of his for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean for almost 20 years I've been a fan of his.
I guess 15 years for me then.
Yeah, I've known about him since when he was an Iron Monkey. And
Iron Monkey,
he was an Iron Monkey, and when he did that, man, and he did this move called the Shadow Kick, and I was like, "Oh Lord, how the
Shadow
fuck do you move? How do you even move your body that fast?" You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, "Oh Lord, good fucking God, man." I mean, they got when I first saw Iron Monkey, I saw him in there, and like he has a stunt team, and his stunt team used to compete with Jackie Chan's stunt team, like who did the best choreography, who had the better precision and speed, and all that stuff. So what they do is they come up with the choreography, right? And they practice it and practice it and practice it and practice it. They practice it so much till they get to the point where they keep going faster and faster with it, right? And they practice it to the point where they can pretty much move as fast as they like, and not mess up one time. Like they might practice one fight scene hundreds of times. But the end result is a fantastic fight scene. It's a lot of effort, but the end result is worth it in my opinion because you're giving the crowd what they want, and that's what it's all about in my opinion. Because that's why you're making the movie, to entertain the crowd, and the better the fight scene comes out, the more people are talking about it, and the more eyes get on your movie and the higher the sales. So it all works out. It's not, I think Asian markets are not like Hollywood. Hollywood would just want to pump out the movie as fast as possible. to see a quick return on their investment. And once you rush anything, it never comes out the way it could have come out. You know, it's because you're rushing and you're not putting enough effort into it or enough thought. Look at these movies. Look at the new Resident Evil Netflix series. Hot garbage. You're not convincing me. You're not there's no way to convince me that anyone who wrote anything for that show played the video games at all. You didn't. Yep. Because that was not Resident Evil.
Bro, I had no intention of watching that bullshit Resident Evil live action on Netflix. The only thing I saw is the animation one where they did on Netflix. That's it. But the live action one on Netflix, hell no. And don't forget about the one with Welcome to Raccoon City. That was fucking terrible.
You see, the thing is, I skipped that one, but I have that one. I have it. It's sitting right here on my hard drive on this very computer. I just haven't gotten around to watching it yet. Because I heard what they did to Leon S. Kennedy, and he's one of my favorite characters, if not my favorite character in the Resident Evil series. But I was like, they made him a doofus. They're like, yeah, they made him stupid. I was like, no, that's all right. You can't do that to Leon. Because the guy's brilliant, you know? And these people are not playing the video games. They don't respect the source material. They don't even refer to it too tough, you know, all that much. So when fans of the series see this, even those stupid Mila Jovovich movies had some kind of charm. You know what I'm saying? The first two movies, at least they've tried a little bit to follow something of the video games, you know. But it's just you can't say any of them are good. Out of all those films they made, you can't say one of them were good, except for the animated movies. The animated movies were really good. I enjoyed every single one of those animated projects. And I'm a hardcore fan of Resident Evil. That's why it kind of grinds my gears so much. I am a hardcore fan of the video games. But if you fast forward to the video games, these newer ones, 5 and 6, these newer ones, right? The one with Village and this last one, I just wouldn't even. I haven't even finished it, man. I mean, I got to be honest. I haven't even finished this last game. It just wasn't interesting. You know,
bruh. Like
Village, Resident Evil Village, and I think there's another one. Resident Evil Biohazard.
Thank you, Ian. I agree with you. Right, Last Dragon was actually really good.
Resident Evil Biohazard and Resident Evil Village. They weren't good. So 7 and 8, not very good games. No. But what were you saying, Takashi?
No, he's two things actually. Where Jenny's here too. Yo, Mandro, you just attract Jenny in here. So thank you.
I know. See, you just gotta understand. Jenny and I have a special bond. You know, we do. We have a special bond between Jenny Morena and I.
How about inviting her to the panel and see what she has to say about Resident Evil?
Oh no.
Yeah, sit up, Jenny.
Yeah. Well, she can come up if she wants to. I've always, like I said, she's always welcome if she wants to. But what I was saying, Mandro, so like I said, we're still on live action. I'm still naming some other ones that I know I've watched. Of course, we could all say Karate Kid, but I feel like I'm overrating the Karate Kid a lot, and that's why I was like, no, I'm gonna name the actual stuff that actually had good martial arts in it, good choreography, and good just like stuntmen or the actual people who did the arts themselves. That's what I like talking about. And
Karate Kid.
No.
His thing, Mr.
I didn't name that.
The thing is, Mr. Miyagi didn't even really know karate in real life.
He didn't know karate in real life. That's why I didn't name that one, is what I said, Jared. That's why I said I'm not naming that.
Right, that's number one. Number two,
I knew not to name that one.
Karate Kid is the absolute worst thing that ever happened to karate in real life. It's the worst thing. It's the worst thing that happened to karate in real life. It really, and martial arts as a whole. That one dumb movie. And by the way, Jenny Morena, my little sister, thank you for checking up on me. I actually got some rest last night.
Dude, I
But
saw 3 Karate Kid movies, and don't forget about Cobra Kai.
the Cobra Kai is good. I actually enjoy that. And I watched all three of the three original Karate Kid movies with Daniel-san. I actually watched.
Yeah.
I did watch those. But what happened after Karate Kid came out was all the kids wanted to take karate, so karate instructors started making it more for sport, teaching it in the context of sport as opposed to self-defense. So a lot of the techniques and training methods that they used to do, they don't do anymore. So that's why today it's hard to find good karate. Like if you're learning good karate, then if you're actually learning real karate, it's really good for self-defense. Karate is actually really, really good for self-defense.
I'm sure it is.
It's but these days, like I said, these days it is extremely difficult to find a good karate school.
Yeah, hold on. Ian, I'm an old school Power Rangers as well, and I got into martial arts because of that. It got me interested in martial arts because of Power Rangers. So you and I had a lot of common.
Power Rangers did it for you?
Yeah, like the first time I watched Power Rangers, I know it's a kid's show, but where they fight putties, the fight choreography was great, including one of my favorite characters is Tommy Oliver. And no disrespect to Jason, but Tommy is one of my favorites ever since I first saw him. Played by Jason David Frank. He's an amazing martial artist in real life. And so is Austin St. John. He's a real martial artist as well.
Right, he was. And I never hated him. Even when Tommy came, I'm like, you two are like the best fighters on the whole damn team. So it's kind of unfair.
And don't
never lose.
And don't forget Rocky and Adam. They both martial artists as well in real life,
Damn right. Now they're not like God tier or whatever, but they're still artists, martial artists at the end of the day.
And I did mention Mike Chat in Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. We used the Blue Ranger. He was a real martial artist too. So Power Rangers to me, like, you have like real life martial artists who has their experience in martial artists and martial arts.
Yeah, I guess we can get into the animation, but I do want to name another one like Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. They actually had freaking martial artists in that goddamn show.
Matt Merlins. That dude was in Bone. He was in Blood and Bones. So no. Yes, and not only that, he was in Mortal Kombat Legacy. We played Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy who played Price in Blood and Bone.
Yeah.
He is an actual martial
He is.
Right. Yeah, he
really is. Can nobody tell me he's fake, bro? There's no way.
No, he is not. Okay, he's a real life martial artist. If people gonna talk shit like that martial arts is fake, they can go fuck themselves.
Yeah, martial arts is definitely not fake.
No.
Like if they call me fake because I'm a real life martial artist too, what they gonna say? What they gonna say?
Yeah, same here, man. I'm a martial artist. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that, my bro. Cool.
Yeah, no. He does jiu-jitsu. I used to do kung fu and shadow boxing.
Well, here's the thing. Here's my martial arts journey throughout life. I started with karate, right? And I did that for years. I did karate for years. And when I got into my teens, I started taking boxing, right? So for the longest time, it was karate and boxing. I got to high school. I wrestled for one year, and I went back to boxing after a year of Greco-Roman wrestling. And so joined the army, started doing army combatives, learned that, and I got out. Now I'm doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. No, when I got out, I started doing Wing Chun. I did Wing Chun for like 5 years. Now 5.5, nearly 6 years. So it's Wing Chun Kung Fu. Then now I'm doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai kickboxing. So that's me. Yeah, I've been doing martial arts and combat sports my entire life. It's a passion of mine, and I like talking about it just like you guys do.
I'm right, man. There should be a freaking. Actually, Power Rangers made everybody a freaking hand-to-hand combat nutcase. It really did. It really did. I gotta be real. It really did.
What did?
My cousin, his cousin. Everybody just wanted to kick and punch.
Yeah, and for that, like Power Rangers got me into like the martial arts choreography thing. You like when I was younger,
Yes.
that and not only that, like when I was young, like the first time that I played Mortal Kombat, it was like a Super Nintendo, but I was young at the time, but my parents were concerned about the blood and violence. But with the live action movie came out in '95, I got into it too, So like I haven't played Mortal Kombat ever since. Like every time I go get my hair cut, like they got the arcade Mortal Kombat 2, like I played it, So like I never played Deadly Alliance, I never played Deception or Armageddon. I never played those 3 games of Mortal Kombat because I wasn't ready, And then with Mortal Kombat, the one of the PlayStation 3 to Xbox 360, that's why I got into it, because I haven't played Mortal Kombat ever since that at that time, because I wasn't ready, because my parents said I wasn't ready, but the blood and violence, like at that time, that violent video games that parents complained and had the concerns ever since they first created Mortal Kombat, that like it's too blood and bloody and gore for the kids, this for adults because because kids don't know any better. That because you see blood and gore doesn't mean it's not fun for you. Like I know it's cool, but you're not fucking ready. And then the news media called it out at that time. They called it out. I'm not lying to you. It's the truth.
Yeah.
The media called Mortal Kombat out, and the creator, Ed Boon.
Yeah, I'm kind of like Orochimaru. I want to learn to master all of them.
Deadass.
Like I wish I could live forever.
I actually really wish I did have a fucking Sharingan. Or just like Captain America's like ability just to learn that shit in a day. Like I would love to have that. And plus, all you have to do is keep practicing it every day. At that point, once you've gotten it. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I'm losing my voice a little bit.
Not a problem.
What the heck? Jenny's comment.
What'd Jenny say?
She said 70 and 80 babies are a whole different breed, which I agree.
Yes,
they are.
I agree. Yes, we are, Jenny. Yes, we are, Jenny.
Yeah, we are.
I'm a 90s baby.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yo, man, just stop. At least he's not a 2000 baby, regardless.
Yeah, that's true. It's just
they're worse.
If he was born in the 90s, he missed out on a lot, dude. You missed out on like the best action movies of all time.
Like what?
Predator, The Terminator, Commando, Rambo. Come on, dude. 1, 2, and 3.
You mean? Well, hold on, man. Jared, let me respond to that. You're talking about like the ones. It took us when we were 14 to watch it, right? Because I know Commando. That my dad has that movie. All the Rambo films, he had those.
Yeah, RoboCop. It didn't sound like all the action.
I grew up watching that. Yeah.
They don't make movies like that anymore, man. Just stupid Predator, the first one, the first two, the first one. Let's just take the first one. The first Batman film, the Tim Burton one. Like
Bruh.
all the greats
Well,
were made were made in the 80s, dude, and now you got Hollywood trying to remake them, and they
Bruh,
just do a
I seen
terrible job.
all those movies, okay, when I was
Yeah, but
younger.
you missed it when it came out, man. That's what I'm talking
he's
about.
yeah,
I
he's
was
talking about when
born
they're
I was
released.
born 1991, man. That's why I was introduced Batman when I
Same
was
here.
younger. And then I
Right.
was introduced Ninja Turtles 2, 1, 1, 2, 3,
I
RoboCop,
watch. Yeah, I watched those.
Terminator, and,
Yeah,
and
go
and
ahead, Joe.
before I watched the Terminator, the first one, I got into Terminator 2. And then I got into the first Terminator.
Yeah, Terminator 2 was one of the only sequels that was better that I can say is better than the original. It's one of the, yeah, because Terminator 2 was
It's better
way
than
better
one.
than Terminator 1.
I actually like one a lot. Actually,
I
surprisingly.
like one a
The
lot
reason
as
why is because
well.
it technically was a horror film. If you want to be real,
Yeah,
first one was a horror
yeah,
film.
technically it was a horror film.
Like
I
they just
agree.
kept running away. Had to keep running away from that dude because they. First of all, let's be real. Ain't nothing gonna ever take away the choreography of this motherfucker driving into a freaking police station. I'll be back.
Yeah, it was
It just he took out a whole police station by himself.
right. It was
Once I saw, bro, I laughed when I saw that. That was wild. I'm sorry, man. Two has some two is good story wise,
I'm looking for Sarah
but
Connor.
one, I'm sorry, one is so crazy. He's just going around wiping people off a list, and I'm just like, dude, this is really good. And it makes me, like I said, makes me appreciate the original. Like I said, makes me appreciate like the first three. That's it, and that's all I get. That's all I care about. I care about the first three. Third one isn't as good as the first two, but it's not trash at least. But yeah, and then like I said, we weren't around the time that came out, but we were still like what I would say like 8 to 12 to watch these movies when we got older. Because like I said, most of RoboCop, all of that stuff, we saw all of those. Enough to watch the old school Sonic and everything and all those and cartoons and stuff like that. But I guess we can get into the and actually this is what Mandra will excel. I'll let him go first. But I'll answer Jenny's comment right here. She says, I watch a lot of old films with my son and pre-advise him it's not the cookie cutter movies from now. Language, gore, and violence.
Right.
Exactly. Like even the original Mortal Kombat when it first came out. I still the first one, not the second one. First one was good. There's a lot of blood in that. But like yeah, those movies are just they stood the test of time. Andrew, you may start us off on the animation route now.
On the animation?
Yep. When it comes to animating martial arts and animation, you may start us off.
Oh, martial arts and animation.
Yes.
I don't count Dragon Ball Z because you don't really see anything.
Bro,
But
really?
yeah, you don't really see anything. They're moving
they
too
punch
fast.
and kick in the air. That's not.
Yeah, they punch and kick in the air. That's about it. So it's not really
like if you mean now Jaren, if you mean the original, like Dragon Ball when they were kids, so he's a teen. Yes, that's all martial arts. After once they start flying and start doing energy blasts, it's not really hand to hand. It's not really martial arts anymore. Like I said, they can punch really fast, they can kick really fast, and they can destroy a lot of shit.
Jenny comment says like Jerron, you're the same era as my younger brother. He's a 90s baby, so I understand. Like thank you, Jenny.
Yeah.
Same here, Jenny. 91. So
Now
yeah, go ahead, Andrew.
martial arts, anime, and film. One that slept on and overlooked is Ghost in the Shell. That is really good fight choreography in that the series, not the films.
Yeah, I know what you meant. Series.
Yeah, the series has very good choreography, and Samurai Champloo. There's the more recent one is King and Ashura. Naruto had some, not a lot, but it had not a lot of them, but it had a few in there that were really good. For instance, Kakashi
at the very beginning.
Kakashi versus Obito, very good. I was actually impressed because we hadn't seen anything like that in that series for a long time. You know, like you said in the beginning, yes, it was that hotness because they were showing actual animation. But the Boondocks has really good fight fight
Oh
animation.
gosh, you Rusty
Yes,
Riley.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
they do.
Yeah, it's slept on
I'm
and people
surprised.
overlook it. Yeah, but the
I
Boondocks.
didn't
Shit, it's
overlook
just,
that one. I remember that one. It's just that only when it's the fighting ones that it doesn't matter.
well, yeah, but there's a lot of it had a lot of episodes like that.
Yeah,
Quietly as it's kept, where it's like when they do fight, there's a
it's
lot of
crazy.
good anime fight
It's,
choreography in the animation. A lot of good
gotta be
ones.
that good, but you're right.
Um, some other good ones. Let's see. I'm not sure. I'm drawing a blank now. I know I've seen a lot of them. I'm not sure. What do you guys got?
Okay,
And I'll go last.
Now, in season 3, episode 2 of Hitori no Shida, that is absolutely fantastic.
He brought up. I was going to bring that one up if you didn't bring it up. Good man.
Season
So you
3,
finally watched it all?
episode 2. I have not because I can't find season 3. I can't find season 3 anywhere.
Hold on, wait. Oh shoot, I can't talk about it online. But
Gotcha.
what I sent you, did you at least?
I did, but nothing came out of it. Like it just wouldn't do anything. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
It's like, and I was like,
Okay,
crap.
I got you. Okay, I gotta help you then. But
So
Hitori
yeah.
Shida has some good hand-to-hand shit in there.
Yeah, Baki.
Baki, of course.
Thank you for bringing it up, Baki. Thank you.
And also, but also, I don't want to just name Baki. I know other ones. Like I'll name other ones. Like Ikki Tosin has really great hand-to-hand combat. Like I can't stress that enough that nobody has brought it up. And that's an old series that throughout the years it gets reanimated, and then they try to find a way to continue the story. But the hand-to-hand has always been superb. It's never been lackluster. Those girls know how to kick and punch through actual martial arts mastery.
And they kick ass. Yeah, let me say, and bro, I was gonna bring up the movie that I saw called Best of the Best.
Yeah, from way back in the day.
Way back in the day.
There's that one. There's No Retreat, No Surrender.
Yes, No Retreat, No Surrender. That's great. I've seen it.
Newer ones are, let's see, Never Back. That same kind of genre is Never Back Down.
Yeah, Never Back. I was about to say.
Yeah.
There's three.
I've seen that.
Yeah, there's 3 of those. Never Back Down, 1, 2, and 3. The Rate Redemption, again, I'll sing that one's praises to the heavens, man. That was a really good martial arts flick. Triple Threat, that's another one. You can find that on Netflix.
Yeah, I watched that too. And don't forget The Protector.
Yeah.
With Tony Jaa.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that's the first time that I discovered Tony Jaa. And then I didn't know that was the first movie that he did was called Bach. I saw it the first time.
Yeah, Bach. Yeah, I saw that first before I saw any of the rest of his films.
I was in high school when I saw that.
I saw The Protector before I saw Bach.
Yeah, I was actually one of those kids that used their parents' computers to watch like all the martial arts shit. They wouldn't let me watch, and I watched it. That shit was awesome.
Oh, dude, do not forget the movie The Man with the Iron Fist.
But now that
you talking about the one with RZA?
He's talking about RZA.
I didn't care for that one.
I mean, yeah, no one really cared for that one specifically. I still watched it. It was okay. Could have been better. Actually, Ninja Assassin. Bro, Mandro, Ninja Assassin. Did you watch that one?
Ninja Assassin, yeah.
What'd you think of that one? Was it trash to you, or was it good in terms of choreography and fighting? Because it's more ninja based. I get that, but when it came to actual like fighting, I was like, this is actually pretty good.
No, it wasn't trash.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give it a 10, but
Mm-hmm.
I seen Ninja and Ninja 2 with Scott Adkins. That's one of my that was amazing. And Jenny, I seen The Drunken Master as well, and Legend of the Drunken Master.
Yeah, I saw those. I did watch those as well. back to what Jay said, Ninja Assassin was. I'm surprised that one didn't get more shine.
Yeah, because I actually didn't love it, but I liked it. It was different, and I like choreography, trying to display with ninjas, like speed techniques, weapon mastery. I'm sorry, I love that weapon with the chain and blade. I love that weapon. That was literally freaking Scorpion's freaking weapon, and this cat was using it throughout the entire movie, just making that shit work. I was like, damn. Yo, Theo, brother, how are you doing, man? Oh,
Hey, Theo,
man, anytime you come
hi,
by
man.
chat, it's always great to hear from him. Oh, hopefully you're doing all right, my man. And thanks for being here and showing some support, bro. I love that. I love hearing from my guys, like I said, my Asian brothers, my Black Asian brothers in this case. But yeah, definitely. People have to like check out some of these old films that you never saw, that you missed a lot out of, because some of them are just really great classics that need to be watched again. And I would say in terms of the anime you say Ghost in the Shell for the win. Exactly. Thank you, Theo. He knows. Mandrill, he agrees with you.
Yeah. I said Ghost in the Shell earlier. Yeah, absolutely right. Again,
he said that.
Another one in terms of fight choreography, slept on.
Yeah, that's slept on. I do agree with you. Afro Samurai has some really good choreographies with him using his sword, but also actually his fighting is very brutal. He really used the hilt of the sword to smash some dude's eye. I was like, that. He was brutal.
What about Kenju?
Kenju?
Yeah, the Netflix one that I saw.
Oh man, I want to say Baskel is so bad, but I realized those are all ninja art techniques. But how they would move and run around and fight, that was well choreographed. They're trying to keep to the essence of what that clan is supposed to be based on. The Egan and the Koga clan. Like those are really good. Like, yo, guys, I could do a whole 2-hour video on that damn series. It's too damn good when it comes to choreography, how ninjas are, how one masters an art, all of that stuff. Like, yeah, even the sequel was actually good. Surprisingly, the sequel was good. Normally when they do sequels, they trash, but that one was actually good. The only difference is that like at least like no one's gonna touch this dude's woman anymore. I can tell you that after what he did. But I'll use other ones. Avatar, The Last Airbender. That is probably the 10 out of 10 animation when it comes best choreography when it comes to using fighting. Now, granted, Mandrill, I don't know if you can agree because you've seen The Last Airbender, right?
Yes, I have.
The series. Okay. Even though they use water, earth, and fire and wind, do you still think that's good choreography?
It is. It is. And I like the style that they use as well. It's modeled after the old school kung fu films that used to come on Saturday afternoon. Yeah, it's modeled after that, and they did a really good job with it.
Oh, guys, have y'all seen Warriors of Virtue?
Yeah. I've seen Warriors of Virtue.
Dude, I have to bring this up. That is one of the best movies I've ever seen. But people been criticizing the movie that is like bad, but to me it's awesome. Warriors of Virtue is an awesome movie with martial arts choreography one. Like they look like kangaroos, but they are awesome.
I heard somebody just whisper kangaroos. I heard that somebody just whisper that. Was that you, Metro?
No, it wasn't me.
Nah, that had to be
you. No, it wasn't actually.
Okay, I got you. Metro's gonna disagree with me when I say this, but I have to point out great choreography in any hand-to-hand motion of any art being used well, being penalized, the frames being dynamic, or should I say aerodynamic whenever using it. X and Y, which was like 2 seasons ago for Pokemon, where they had Greninja versus Charizard, like how Greninja is a ninja using his ninja skills jumping around, moving around, using freaking water kunais to I'm sorry, guys. Like I have to give that. Like that's some of the. I have never seen a battle look that good between creatures, but giving me hand to hand as if there were two dudes duking it out, like going around, jumping around, dodging, parrying, countering, striking. Like everything was so well done in that fight. I'll throw Mega Septile in there for the second one because that was literally being a ninja, bouncing off tree branches, freaking swinging off, throwing kunai, coming in for hand-to-hand strikes. Like, dude, he's doing strikes to the stomach and to that forehead. He did a heel kick on a Charizard's forehead, literally like causing a concussion, concussions to him. So there was a lot of that going on in that animation. And also, I do want to, okay. This is like 50-50. This is why I told people they should watch Sympho Gear. I will do my video of that. Like I said, I will, guys. And that's going to have clips in it, like I said before. But anytime Hibiki is doing hand-to-hand combat, it looks really goddamn clean and crisp. I showed Mandra, I've showed you one episode of Sympho Gear, have I not? When she does hand-to-hand combat?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, and I think you said you would give it a watch once you because it's 5 seasons. Yeah, of course. But each one of every girl in that series has, I would say I'll say this, the four girls that I'll name. 4. I actually take out her. She's gun weaponry, but I'm talking about actual like styles. You have somebody who is all hand to hand. You have somebody who is long range, mid range, and close range. Then you have somebody who is mid and close range, which is someone who uses the swords, which is Tsubasa. Second was Mari, I just mentioned, who has all 3. And then Hibiki is all close. She's all hand to hand. She's a brawler. But she knows martial arts, but she is predominantly a brawler. No Kamehamehas, none of that nonsense, just all fighting, punching and kicking. And anytime you see her on screen, she does the most elegant kick and the most badass dynamic punch to your face. So and they do a really good job of like her when she takes off, she does a punch. She'll even like they all call out the name of their attacks, but also she'll move in midair and flight, dodge some stuff, and then just punch on the ground. Like I said, she fights on the ground more often than not. She's a ground fighter. It just that when they did with Super the final boss, of course they got to go all out, and so they start flying, and then they start. But she is all hand to hand, so it goes into the DBZ realm at that point. But when she's in base and all that, she does nothing but hand to hand, like martial art type techniques and moves. And by the way, she's still not better than her master. Still not. It's the real thing. You're still not better than your master. You're not a master yet. You know how to fight. That's what that is. But what you see from her, you would think she's close. I'm like, no, she's not close. Because her master can still catch her punch and just throw her, like toss her like she's garbage. Or amateur. But she beats every newbie that sees her, that underestimates her, gets beat by her hand to hand because they don't have any of that. And also if they did, they're not getting better with it like she is. So I do want to throw Sympho Gear in there too. That's another one. Freezing. I will. Freezing does have good choreographies of hand-to-hand combat, but also weaponry. People who use weapons, people who use speed, people who use their fists. Like namely Rana Lynch. This should be everybody's favorite female because she's technically she's the only hand-to-hand person there. There's another girl there, but she beats her. First encounter, she beats her. Another martial artist. And she's from Tibet. She's a Tibet warrior. Mandra would actually like that. Yeah, I know you would. I know you would. I know you would like that. She's from Tibet. She's a Tibet warrior. And guys, I finally actually have the books to that finally. It took me a while to get them.
Joe, I forgot to mention that I regret that I didn't mention 3 ninjas.
What is it?
3 ninjas. The one with the little kids. The one with the little kids.
Oh, I did not like that.
Listen, when you were young, you liked that movie, Jay. I liked that movie when I was young. I know you liked it because I liked it when I was young. Huh?
Because that series is trash.
It's a series.
No. Yeah. No. My bad. I know Three Ninjas because I watched it, but there was a show called Super Ninjas or some shit like that, and it was based off that. I was like, that was stupid. Oh, that made fun of martial arts really bad. But yeah, guys, the series I'm talking about that has weaponry and stuff is a freezing one. Check it out.
Okay.
You can read it and you can watch it. It only has 2 seasons you can watch for anime, and then it has the manga. And I would suggest reading because they have like 200, 300 chapters, so you can actually enjoy your fill of that.
I gotta mention Surf Ninjas too. You know, I mean Surf Ninjas. Like
I never heard of that.
Yeah, the same actor from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the guy who played Kano.
Oh, Kano? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the pizza delivery guy who happens to be a martial artist.
That's a pizza guy. No, for real?
Yeah, it's Ernie Reyes Jr.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, Ernie Reyes Jr. is a well-known martial artist from back when we were children. Like, he was a child doing Disney movies, doing Taekwondo, because he started with Taekwondo and moved on to Muay Thai kickboxing. He was very good, even as a child. Because Ernie Reyes Sr. was really good. He was a professional fighter, Ernie Reyes Sr.
Yeah, he is a real life martial artist. He was trained by his dad.
And Ernie Reyes Sr.,
and the best part of it is his father was in the movie Surf Ninjas. That was the best part. That was the best one. And then it was him and his dad and Tom Lowe in there. And Kelly Wu.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? You know, wait. Let me see if I still have it. Hopefully I still have it on my terabyte drive. I'm actually gonna show Mandrill an episode of Freezing is what I'm gonna do. And it's the hand-to-hand one. I gotta show him that. Cause I think once he sees that, he'd be like, yeah, I bet she might be my favorite character, probably. Definitely. Because I like to show the great
one where they were fighting, they're shooting guns at each other, and they were freezing them.
No, not that one. Okay. No. That was different. The reason why I'm not bringing that could be good choreography, but that's all gun battles, and I don't count guns as martial arts. I don't. Whether anyone tells me that is or not, and even though John Wick has that, it is technically, but it's not as exciting to watch. And maybe in a movie, probably a one-off movie, yeah, it's fun. But for me, it's like I like hand-to-hand. I like people using no guns, but like sword play or any type of of the arts, of the mastery of the arts that you could use. But guns are just, the battles are over too quickly for me. They're not exciting. And it doesn't get my blood going. Hand to hand and like weapon and like, just like classic Japanese or ninja weaponry, that works. Sword play, that works. Because the fight can be extended. It's just it's concepts of skill. So that's why I've always loved hand to hand and swordsmen. Because like those fights can be as short or long. Depends. And guys, we forgot the most important one of all, Samurai Jack.
Yes.
That is well choreographed, and like let's remember, that was the first guy I saw with a sword just go crazy. When he was fighting against those like metal bugs, machines, and just going like, oh, great choreography, great.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Oh, I forgot to mention Ross Schneider and Surf Ninjas. I forgot to mention him. But he was funny. He was hilarious. But yeah.
Guys, did we forget any? I'm actually going through my mind right now.
Yeah, I'm sure we forgot a lot. It's just there's so many.
No. I know. I mean, those a lot more. But I'm talking about, like I said, when I say, not just martial arts a series, but that's more choreographed that you can see everything because they can have it in there. But if it's terrible, it's terrible. You know what? I'm gonna throw in World Trigger in there, and I really thought about it because how they train again. So shit. I'm gonna dance around this without having to spoil these. So okay. Okay. I'm a little excited to talk about it, so I'll try. I'll dance around it a little bit for you. So we have a character called Kuga, and he was basically trained at a very young age by his father to be in war, and he got thrown into a war at a very young age. He got training from his dad, survived the actual war, battle outcome, and let's just say something happened with his body to where like it's made out of some different type of energy now. But all the skills that he learned in this earth, in our modern Earth, he came to our Earth and worked for this organization called Border. And what Border does, they are a military type group that's charged with the protection of this place, kind of like I said, your own military, because technically they are the military in this case. And so when he got accepted to go over there, through the means of Jin, another character, and he trained, he got to know what type of weapons that they use over there. Once he knew how those weapons worked, he knew what he was good at. And honestly, and by the way, he was so good with his skill that he was able to clash with a veteran already because of his training. And every time he went up against her, he would get better and better. I'm not talking about he was an underdog. I'm talking about he already had skills there. So let's say if he was the bottom of mid tier, he went to the top of mid tier and got up to almost to the top tier class. But there's still people so stronger than him, but he made it to the top 10. And it's called, and they have like this thing called rank wars, and how it's shown, like how they use weapons and stuff, but it's all about skill. There's no magical power up. There's none of this shit. It's just pure skill. And one of the reasons why I love World Trigger is because of that. No one's getting a power up. No one is magically shooting beams and bullshit. No. It's all skill. If you train yourself up to a certain threshold, similar to Padawan, Jedi Knight, and then Master.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, you could have a squad of 4, a squad of 3. And then, like I said, you have somebody who's the ace, you have somebody who's the sniper, and you have somebody who's the captain. And you have a defender for your 4th, if you have a 4th. But yeah, the 3-man squads are like the best squads because they're ranked A. There's no S. There's only rank A. Rank A, rank B, and rank C. But if you're rank A, then you're one of the best. Your team is like that. They're the shit. It take Mandro a minute to watch that one.
Dude, I was planning to get this game called Sifu.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell my parents about that game. It was so fucking awesome. I'm looking forward to play it the same way that I enjoy Ghost of Tsushima.
Right. Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. I still need to play that, guys. My brother's been trying to get me on that shit. I'm studying and doing shit, so I can't make time for it. But like I said, I know there's a bunch of others that I'm missing right now. I would say Kill la Kill has really great choreography in the first beginning 3 episodes with how the sword fighting between the 2 characters is, the dynamic intrigue of it. Like, it's awesome. Actually, I'll show you that episode right now, actually. I can do that. How it's drawn out, how it's choreographed, how it's just visibly different. Like how a sketch looks that clean and nice. That it looks. I'll be honest. It's like a mixture between a cartoon and an animation sketch. It looks amazing. and they went all out on that. They went all out on it, and it was one of the best things I've ever seen animated and choreographed. When it's the fight between the student council woman and the delinquent student, oh, it's awesome. And you've seen God of High School, right?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Mandro, have you seen it?
Nope.
That one he might like. It's all hand in hand. It's all
Okay.
hand in hand. It just fights. It just fights. I promise you.
And what's
No story, just
this
fights.
one called again?
God of High School.
Okay.
Yeah. At least it won't be boring for you. I say that. It
Nice.
definitely won't be boring. I promise you that. Yeah, the only ones that are like all like hand-to-hand action are like Iggy Tosin, God of High School. Iggy Tosin has a little bit of a story in there. You have to watch all 3 seasons for that. And of course the spinoff, Iggy Tosin, Executioner. Yeah. And then what? They got the OVAs, and then they've got a lot of shit to watch on that. I said you're better off watching God of High School Freezing first, and then that stuff lasts. Long series. And of course, guys, we can name Ipo. That's boxing.
Hajime no Ippo. Yes. One of the all-time greats.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not arguing that. I'll never argue that. It was entertaining.
Do I forgot to mention that ever since Keanu Reeves did The Matrix, that he starred and directed the movie called Man of Tai Chi.
Oh yeah, I remember the Man of Tai Chi. I saw that. That was good.
I love that movie. I watch it like twice. Million times actually. Like I watched the fight scenes of it on YouTube.
Good. Like I said, I'm still thinking right now. What? Like I said, there's so much live action went over. There's animation. I know there's more, and guys, forgive me. There is more. I'm kind of gonna have to cheat and actually. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I like going off my memory because there's so much in there. But hold on. I can't say those ones had good choreography. The ones I named all had good choreography, but the ones I'm thinking of, actually, the Fate Stay Night series had a really great animation and choreography. They were all using weapons though, but it doesn't matter. It still doesn't take away how great the fights were. When you can actually understand and see everything that is happening and going on. Yeah. I'll be honest. The only fight that I actually liked that's good hand-to-hand wise was Luffy versus Rob Lucci. Yeah, but as a whole, no.
I didn't mention only the strong with Marta Castros with the Caparella. No, I didn't. If y'all seen the movie Only the Strong with Marta Castros, with the fighting style Caparella, that's one of the good. That was a good movie.
Okay. It's another one on the list. And for One Piece, like I said, there's shit. Mandro.
Yeah.
Any good choreography fights in One Piece?
Oh yeah. Definitely.
All I got is Luffy versus Rob Lucci. Maybe Luffy versus
Story. The Luffy versus Katakuri.
I would say
Luffy versus Kaido. Yeah, Luffy versus Kaido. Another good one is Sanji versus Mr. Two.
I got Jabura over that one. Jabura is a lot better.
Maybe
Wolf Dude. Yeah, no, definitely.
But hey, the one Sanji versus Mr. Two is still a good fight.
I got Zoro Mr. One for the first one on that.
Yeah. What else?
What store I have? That's
Liberty
it.
versus Kato.
We're talking about good choreography as well. When we say that,
They're all good. All those fights have good choreography, except for the non-main characters. Like the one with Nami when they were in Alabasta.
yeah,
That was kind of corny. But
not kind of. It was. Say it.
yeah,
It
it was corny.
was.
What's the
Be real.
what's the actor's name from Rain with the Rain Redemption?
What?
I
Raymond
forget
did
his
it.
What is
name.
the action star
I'll be right back, guys.
Rain Redemption that that he's a great martial artist. He was famous in Indonesia. I forgot his name like as well, but the show that I saw on Netflix, the show that he was in, like Fists of Assassin. That did I get it right?
I'm gonna have to look that up probably. Yo, Dante, how you doing, man? What's up, Jay? Long time no talk. Yeah, man, it's been a minute. Like I said, guys, I'm not gonna be on for 3 weeks after tomorrow. So yeah, so I'm just kind of getting my streams out now while I still can. She says I like the original Drunken Master. Drunken Master was so good. Yeah, I agree.
Nothing.
Enjoying this many memories of Japan. Goes to Michelle. Guys, if you have any movies you've seen with good choreography of martial arts, let us know. Type it in the chat. Too. I think we're gonna be on for another 30 minutes, and after that we'll end it. But also I gotta be sure to I'll put the link on if anybody wants to come up and add anything to the conversation. Yo, I'm not losing my own voice. Come on.
No.
Yeah. All right, hold on, guys. Actually, Noragami has some really great scenes. Noragami is really good, guys. I recommend Noragami. Both seasons, actually. 1 and 2. Mandro, write that down. I'll type that in the chat for people. If you're an anime fan, check this one out. That has good choreography and fights. I would definitely say Akami ga Kiru definitely has good choreography, fight scenes. Well, actually, no, good, not great. Kiru. Yeah, we said Hattori no Shida. Records of Writing Around High School of the Dead. Not High School of the Dead. Got out of high school. Oh yeah, Fist of the North Star. I forget Fist. I mean, not great choreography, but good martial arts in it. Like Fist of the North Star is in the thing one. You know what, guys? I think I named them all as much as I can. Cool. Maybe looking around if I might have forgot one. Nope. That's all of them.
Yeah.
Boy.
The fighting games.
Actually, no. Like I said, I'll end it in 10 minutes. But y'all end it in 10. My chest is being a hole right now. I don't know what's wrong. really gotta get that checked out. I'm off the day after, so I'll go to the doctors and get checked out. Let's see. But yeah, guys, if you haven't heard all that we've had to say, just replay the stream back, and we've said a lot of things, a lot of shows to bring up, anime and live action wise, movies, all nine. There's everything that's there, but also don't just go off the list that we gave. Once you get off that, then venture off and find things that you think you'll like. So that's actually the best way to learn. You take a little bit of what somebody recommends for you, and then after that you venture off into your own and find what you find.
Oh, I didn't mention one thing. If you guys see LA Street Fighters, it's a game movie but also martial arts movie, So if y'all haven't seen that, but it's a really awesome movie. I remember watching it back in the day. It was so fucking fire.
Yeah, there are a lot of greats out there. Just like I said, it's up to you to go and find them.
Yeah,
and I learn a little bit. My voice is just giving me hell bullshit, but yeah, definitely check them out. Go ahead, Jared. What were you gonna say?
So like we mentioned anime who done martial arts, we mentioned live action done martial arts, and then we mentioned people who done martial arts in real life. That's for me, I'm a martial artist myself, and so is Madrell, so is Jay, what he used to do. I mean, for me, I'm glad that you brought this topic up about the choreography of martial arts. Let's not forget, if Batman done his martial arts too, trained in Japan, and don't forget about after that he trained Dick Grayson, he trained Tim Drake, he trained Jason Todd, he trained Barbara Batgirl, fighting abilities, and don't forget Deathstroke, my favorite character. And Wolverine, I'm not gonna mention Wolverine, but he's like a brawler. And Daredevil, fighting abilities, martial arts, yeah. Elektra, yeah. Black Canary, yes. And who else? Black Panther.
Sorry about that, guys.
Captain America, Winter Soldier, everybody, yes. Okay.
Okay, I think it's been 10 minutes. But yeah, guys, we're not gonna ramble on. Like I said, just check the stream on the rerun, aka the rebound, and determine for yourself what type of series of martial arts you want to start off watching, or something that you did not get a chance to watch. But guys, if you want to join us in the back, you're welcome to. The link is in the stream. It's right here. This has been Jay Takashi, my man Mandro 211, and my man Jaron Padden.
Jaron.
Yeah, I got you. But all in all, you guys have a great night, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully you like this stream, and also like I said, I will be on tomorrow, which is my final day before my 3 weeks away from here, and guys, trust me, we'll try to give an explosive stream for you guys. I'll try to, but I'm not giving any promises. I said I'll try. That's all I can do. But like I said, it's been Jay Takashi. Hopefully you guys have a good night and watch some martial arts movies since we talked about it this night.
Yeah.
And like I said, y'all take care and have a nice cup of tea while you watch the martial arts. It always clears the mind. San Tzu.